What you do makes such a difference. It matters. I'm Cherie Keeley, so I'm the Executive Director at CADV. CADV is Citizens Against Domestic Violence. We get kind of used to the CADV and sometimes people don't know what that is. So CADV was founded in 1984 by a group of concerned citizens in this community. The whole goal in domestic violence healing is to help connect the client, because domestic violence isolates them. They're cut off typically from whatever support system they had, and then they're told that they're worthless in whatever ways that is said, and they start to believe that they caused it. So really, if you think about that, the courage that it takes them to walk away from that is pretty amazing, because they feel like they are not worthy at all. We serve men and women, and there are male victims. And male victims, in some ways, it's a very interesting dynamic. They talk about how they've been told that they can't be a victim of domestic violence because they're men. And yet, one man in particular, I remember he said, "Yet I have a traumatic brain injury because of the abuse of my wife." I think it's a matter of us working together as a community and continuing to understand what domestic violence is. And there's a subtleness about it that, because I can act fine in public, and then when behind closed doors, I can be abusing my husband in whatever way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and that's not seen, And so when someone says to you, "Cherie is, abusing me," you're like, well, no, that can't even be possible. And that it's an uphill battle, and that breeds this sense of they feel crazy, and then of course they're told that they're crazy. In our field, there's a tool. It's the power and control wheel. And I'll sit with a victim, and she'll say, I think I'm overreacting. And I'll bring out this tool, and it's a wheel, and it talks about all the different ways that a perpetrator can control and coerce. And hitting is one way, but there's many emotional, psychological that are actually, I think, in some ways, much worse. And when we start to go through that, they go, "Oh, I have experienced domestic violence." We're very blessed that we have amazing community partners here. That's all I can say. It's a great relationship with the hospital, which I think that I've talked to other directors that really struggle in their communities to engage the hospitals. And your church, you're an example of it, that people are willing to face some of these topics that aren't pleasant and aren't fun to talk about. If people have a passion for what I'm talking about, that's what I always encourage. If what I'm saying resonates with someone, then, let us know, reach out to us, give us a call, and we'll talk through. We have somebody, she's a hairdresser. She comes in once a month and cuts hairs. I can't tell you how fun it is for the clients that we serve to come out with their hair done. It's a self-esteem kind of thing, that they feel worthy. And, so whatever, an interest is that a person would have, there's ways that we might be able to tie it into the programming that we have. So we just, if our mission matters to someone, we encourage them to call. The other thing is we would never have somebody work with a client without training. We have an extensive training program. We're not going to throw them to the wolves. It's, helping. Transportation is another aspect, getting clients to a medical appointment, getting them to a counseling appointment, sometimes court, and going to court. We have volunteers that go to court with survivors. So there's many, many ways that people can help to advocate. All of the fundraising that we do goes directly to clients. Cash donations are helpful. There's just, the needs of our client are extensive. And if I have the ability to do that, we do it, so there's just lots of ways. I would say if somebody's excited, give us a call. I guess the other thing I do want to say is we really are so grateful for this community and for your church. You know, the fact that you even think about the nonprofits here, it matters to us. And the other thing is it matters to our clients. Yesterday I was with a client, I was helping to pay for something for her, and I told her that this was because of this community. And I feel like it's important for her to know that this community is wrapping around her. What you do makes such a difference. It matters. Yeah.